Sunday bike project here. This is an old Scott Arapahoe frame. A friend gave this to me to upgrade, so I'm going to put some parts on it. And I'll probably keep it at his place, so when I come up to ride, I won't have to drag my bike up, or at least it'd be a nice backup frame. It's about 30 years old, and spend around $100 on it. So the first thing is to strip all the parts off, degrease the bearings, and pack in new grease. So that's what I've done here. You can see in the head tube here, steering bearings are all cleaned up and reassembled. The brake pivots, clean those up. Bottom bracket's in good shape. I was thinking of going with a hollow one, but after buying that, then I have to buy the tool to install it. So I'm looking at another 30 bucks or so. So, there's nothing wrong with this bottom bracket, so I'll just keep that. Chain's in good shape. Practically new, there's no stretch or anything on it. Of course, the wheel bearings, I've taken care of those. Looking at the tires, the front tire's in great shape. The back tire was splitting. I could see the cord inside, so I didn't want to keep those. I did find this tire. It's in great shape. It doesn't have the knobbies on it. But, the front tire is where you need most of your grip. That's where you tend to wipe out. So I think this will be alright. And if not, I can always get another tire. So I cleaned up the chain rings here, the cogs, as good as I could. Everything seems in good shape here. I got some new cranks. I'm going with a single crank ring here, 32 teeth. So this will be mainly a path bike, not really meant for riding on streets or anything because of the lower gearing. I can't go too high. It doesn't really have a good climbing gear on this like my other bike here. It has a better climbing gear. You can see how much taller it is. By the way, that bike I upgraded a few years ago. Pretty much did the same thing. Found these pedals for $8. Rock Brothers pedals, really nice fluid filling bearings. They are new, but they had like some marks on them, so they didn't sell them as new. So I got them at a really nice price. So they look pretty good. And for steering here, I got the alloy parts, replacing the old quill stem and steel bars. I'll have to cut these down though. I don't think the cable's going to be long enough. I might, cut about half of that off. So it'll still be wider than the old bars, but it'll still work with the old components. I won't have to monkey with the cables. So this bike has the old 1-inch head tube that used the quill stem. And you can buy these quill stem adapters. You can see it's got that, what do you call that, a jam nut or something? Wedge nut, I guess. And see how it gets thicker here at the top, so you can put on these modern stems. And if you don't like the stem, you can get one with a different angle, different length or whatever. And they'll work with these 31.8 diameter at the clamp handlebars. So it kind of modernizes the bike a little bit. Makes it lighter as well. So what I'm going to do now is start assembling, getting these parts installed on the bike. And we'll see how that works out. And here is the finished bike. It's all tuned and adjusted, working really well. There's one minor issue though. I need to see if I can find this part for the brakes. This plastic part turns brittle and breaks. You see, here's one And on the other side, I don't know if you can see it, this is broken. Just allows you to adjust it a bit so you don't get dragging brakes. Not a big issue, but still would like to fix that. So I cut the bars down so they're a little wider than the old bars. So that's kind of nice. Nice thing is, if I decide to get a longer stem, which I might, this has a pretty small frame for me. You can see I have the seat all the way up. It's a 14-inch it says on it. But if I get a longer stem that goes straight out, I think that would be perfect. You know, kind of like this stem here. But the nice thing is, I don't have to take all this stuff off, because you don't have to slide the bars out. You just take that off, change your stem, pop it back on there. Really happy with these grips. They're foam. I like them better than the ones on my other bike I upgraded 4 or 5 years ago. So I might buy these for that bike, because they extra thick and more comfy. So we got the chain ring on there, new cranks and pedals. I really like these pedals. Thought it'd go nice with the red frame. Derailleur, I had to make some adjustments. It wasn't able to get into all the gears, so I had to take the cable off and adjust the limiters, and then put the cable on and fine-tune it, and now it shifts right into the gear it's supposed to be in without a bunch of noise or anything. So that's good. This is still in good shape. I don't have to worry about getting another derailleur for it. Like I said before, the whole idea was to keep the upgrade around $100. Not spend any more than that. The seat's in good shape. There's no need to replace that. When I bought these handlebars, it was $7 or $8 more to buy a 3-pack of them. So I bought a 3-pack of them, so I'll have extra set if I upgrade another bike. It's just one less thing I have to buy. So buy in quantity. So that's about it. That's the Scott Arapahoe. It's about a 30-year-old bike upgrade. This bike here, this is a Raleigh C40. Like I said, I upgraded this 4 or 5 years ago, and it's been working great for me. This is a little larger bike. It fits me pretty well. It's a 19-inch frame, and like I say, it's been doing really well. This bike now weighs 27.6 pounds, so I shaved a good 3 or 4 off of this. Didn't quite get it as light as this bike. This one's 25.8 pounds, but it has an aluminum frame, and I went with alloy forks on that. Forks are in good shape on this. I didn't bother, spending money. That's, it'd be another $60 probably to put forks on the thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna do some more riding on this thing and get used to it, see what minor adjustments. Like I said, I might get a different stem, a little bit longer, because the frame is a little bit small for me.